The Three Little Witches, Georgie Adams and Emily Bolam. Chapter 1. Let's have a party. Once upon a time, there were three little witches called Zara, Ziggy, and Zoe. Zara had a frog called Fidget. Ziggy had a cat named Jelly. Zoe had an owl called Two Hoots. They all lived together in a cauldron cottage, deep in magic wood. One morning, the calendar on the wall sang a little song. Today's begun, the night has been, not long I see, till Halloween. Hickety-pickety, said Zara. Hinksmix, said Ziggy. I love Halloween. Whippity-whoppit, said Zoe. Let's have a party. Great idea, said Ziggy. We can send out the invitations today. The three little witches made a wish list of everyone they wanted to ask to their party. Wizard Wink, said Zara. Baby Dragon, said Ziggy. Tag, Tig, and Tog Troll, said Zoe. Max and Mick, said Ziggy. Then Zara said, What about Melissa? Oh, not that horrid little witch, said Ziggy. Remember when she turned Jelly into a frog? Zoe crossed Melissa's name out. Slime green ink burst out of the pen and all over the page. It's a sign. She knows you've crossed her out, cried Zara. Put her back or there'll be trouble. Zoe wrote down Melissa's name again. It looked rather messy. Then the three little witches got busy and wrote out all the invitations. The invitations looked like this. Come to our party at midnight on Halloween. Tricks, treat, and monster jelly. Please reply to Zara, Ziggy, and Zoe, Cauldron Cottage, Magic Wood. Then they addressed the envelopes like this. Wizard Wink, the Schoolhouse Magic Wood. Baby Dragon, Mountain Cave Magic Wood. Max and Mick, the Treehouse Leapfrog Lane, Magic Wood. Tick, Tack, and Tog, Bridge End, Magic Wood. Melissa, the Web's Which Way, Magic Wood. Next, Zara chanted a spell. Hurry now to house and den, and bring back the answers back again. Each invitation sprouted tiny wings and fluttered off to deliver itself to someone in Magic Wood. Chapter 2. Zoe's Tidy Spell. The three little witches liked living in Cauldron Cottage. Downstairs there was a den for games, a place to keep their broomsticks, a sitting room where they watched television, a kitchen. Upstairs there was a bathroom, 3 little bedrooms. Zara, Ziggy, and Zoe each had their own room with their name on the door. One morning the little witches were busy doing housework. They used some magic to help them. Broom, broom, sweep the floor. Duster, dust the shelves. Cups and plates jump into the bowl and wash up by yourselves. But some of the magic went wrong. The milk jug squeezed too much washing up liquid into the bowl. The taps turned themselves on and squirted water everywhere. The teacups laughed so much they got hiccups, and the spoons had a lovely time playing with the bubbles. The little witches found the kitchen floor covered in foam, but it was fun to play for a while. Then they mopped up the mess. Afterwards, Zoe went upstairs with Two Hoots to tidy her room. Zoe sat on the bed. She had lost her spellbook again and was trying to remember the spell for putting things away. She closed her eyes and began. Tiddle-tum-tay, muddle whir away. But before she could think of the next line, a gust of wind blew her bedroom window open. Bang! Zoe's words had called aboard twirly-whirly wind by mistake. Whoo! Her blood flew up to the ceiling. Whippity-whoppit, she cried. Zoe's things whizzed about faster and faster. Woo! Luckily, the spell soon wore off. "My room looks worse than ever now," cried Zoe. "I wish I could remember that tidy spell." Just then, Zoe's spellbook landed on the bed with a thump. "Tidy spell, page 42. I'll read it," said the spellbook. "Tiddle-tum-day, muddle whirl away, bim bam boom, tidy up this room." This time the spell worked like magic. When the little witches had finished their jobs, they sat out and watched their favorite TV program, Weenie the Wonder Witch. "Time for TV." Remember those party invitations? The very first reply arrived by a special crowd delivery. The little witches were very excited. "Special delivery as the crow flies. To the little witches, Cauldron Cottage, Magic Wood. Dear Sarah, Ziggy, Zoe, thanks for your invitation. Cool will be there. From Max and Mick. P.S. We promise not to do any bad tricks. This is a pic of our treehouse. Hope you like it." Chapter 3. Wizard Wing's School. The little witches go to Wizard Wing's school in Magic Wood. One morning, while they were having breakfast, the kitchen clock sang out, "Hurry, hurry, don't be late. Off to school, it's 8:30. Wizard Wing's school was magic. It was in a new place every day. "I wonder where we'll find it today," said Zoe. "We'll ask Signpost," said Zara. "Race you to the crossroads." Zara go to the crossroad first. "Please, Signpost, have you seen our school?" she asked. "Ah, yes, it ran by a moment ago by Lifrock Lane." The little witches soon found the school. Wizard Wink was waiting for them. "Come along," he said. "You're just in time." Big Red Book called out the names of everyone in the class. Tack, Tick, Tock, Baby Dragon, Mick, Max, Melissa, Zoe, Ziggy, Zara. "If I had 3 crystal balls in one hand," said Wizard Wink, "and 4 in the other, what would I have?" "Big hands," shouted Max and Mick. "Oh, I know," said Zoe. 7. "Right," said Wizard Wink. "Pooh," said Melissa. "That was easy peasy." Next, they did some painting. Wizard Wink gave them magic paints to make their pictures come alive. Magic Cauldron by Ziggy, Halloween Party by Zoe, Frogs by Zara, A Wicked Wolf by Melissa, Fireworks by Baby Dragon, Monsters by Mick and Max, Digging for Gold by Tag, Tick and Tog. The lesson was going well until Ziggy Cauldron overflowed, the Wicked Wolf chased the Zara's frogs, the monsters messed up Zoe's party, and Baby Dragon's rocket went whiz bang all around the room. Whiz bang! The Wizard Wink had to wave his wand to put things right. "Now," said Wizard Wink, "I'm going to make a potion. Slimy frog spawn, slippery snails, mixed together with lizard tails, toe of toad, eye of newt, brew it up in a smelly old boot." He gave everyone a drop of the mixture, and this is what happened. "I've drunk. I'm as small as fidget. I'm tiny as a teaspoon." It was great fun. When it was time to go home, Wizard Wink waved his wand and everyone grew again. "See you all tomorrow," he said. The crowd brought the second reply in a packet. It looks like this. Ziggy followed the instructions. Just add water. To Zara, Ziggy, Zoe. I'm coming, so there, Melissa. Chapter 4. Zara cooks a treat. One afternoon, Zara decided to make something special for tea. She tapped the cookery book and said, "Sausages in batter." Cookery book called out all the things she would need: eggs, butter, milk, flour, and toast. The things jumped onto the table as their names were called. The cookery book said the words toast again and again, just for fun. Suddenly, fat toads were all over the kitchen floor. Luckily, when Jelly came in, they hopped quickly away. Sarah shot the cookery book before he could cause any more trouble. She snapped her fingers and said a spell: splitter, splitter, splatter, sausage and batter. Bake them in a dish for tea for Ziggy, Zoe, and me. Then poof, a dish of sizzling sausages landed on the table. Tea's ready, said Zara. Brill, said Ziggy. Wicked, said Zoe. It wasn't long before the third reply arrived. The crowd brought the little witches a note burnt with fire. Dear little witches, thank you very much for your invitation. I can come. Lots of love, baby dragon. XXXXX. Chapter 5. Ziggy's New Broomstick. One day, while Ziggy was out flying, her broomstick went crack. A few seconds later, Ziggy and Jelly crash-landed in magic wood. This time I had a new broomstick, said Ziggy, rubbing her knees. When they were back at Cauldron Cottage, there was a knock on the door. Broomsticks for sale, said a goblin. Ooh, just what I wanted, said Ziggy. It didn't take Ziggy long to choose one called the Comet. Ziggy took a new broomstick outside to try it. Just then, Max and Mick swooped down to take a closer look. Cool, said Max. I'll race you, said Ziggy. Great idea. Let's fly 3 times around Magic Wood, said Mick. First one back here is the winner. Ziggy put on Jelly on the broomstick and climbed on. 1, 2, 3, up! She cried. They all tapped their broomsticks, and then they were all... Whoosh! Wowee! Ziggy's new broomstick shot off so fast. She raced ahead once, twice around Magic Wood. Let's slow that magic broomstick down, Max shouted to Mick as they around for the 3rd time. They waved their wands at Ziggy's broomstick and it began to shake, fly sideways, dive, and do the loop-de-loops. Having trouble? Shouted Max as he flew by. Ziggy guessed they had cheated. She decided to do some magic of her own. Max and Mick were sure they would win the race now, but suddenly they looked down and saw a tree with sweets all over it. Max and Mick loved sweets. Here we come! Cried Mick. The boys thought they could stop for a while and still win the race. But once they started eating Ziggy's magic sweets, they could not stop. It wasn't long before Ziggy flew over her magic tree. She waved to them and called out, Can't stop, I'm in a race. Oh no, the race, groaned the wizard boys as Ziggy sped to Cauldron Cottage and won the race after all. The 4th reply was a spellogram. One afternoon, it fluttered in through an open window. Spellogram. Dear Zara, Ziggy, and Zoe, Cauldron Cottage, Magic Wood. Thank you for your invitation. I would love to come to your party. From Wizard Wink. Chapter 6. Shooting Star Magic. One starry evening, The little witches were playing hide and seek with Baby Dragon and the trolls Tick, Tack and Tock. Ziggy was counting. 99, 100, coming! Ziggy found Zara, Zoe and Baby Dragon easily, but she couldn't find Tack, Tick or Tock anywhere. Suddenly they heard a loud noise above. A tiny golden star came shooting from the sky. "Let's go and find it," said Zara, "and look for those trolls," said Baby Dragon. Whoosh! Tack, Tick and Tock had forgotten all about hide and seek. They'd gone to dig treasure instead. The star landed right by them. "Gold!" said Tack. "Treasure!" said Tick. "We're rich," said Tock. "That's mine," said somebody else. It was that mean witch, Melissa. "Give me the gold, or I'll turn you into the hairy little trolls into toadstools," she said. "But it's ours." Melissa threw some magic power at the trolls, but just then the little witches and Baby Dragon came along. The powder made them Baby Dragon sneeze. Achoo! 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 The biggest sneeze blew the magic powder all over Melissa, and she turned into a toadstool. Everyone fell about laughing. Baby Dragon looked worried. "Melissa will say it's all my fault," he said. "I'll be in big trouble." The little witches had an idea. Zara picked up the star. Ziggy said a spell, and Zoe blew stardust all over the toadstool. Poof! "When the magic wears off, Melissa won't remember anything," said Zara. Baby Dragon was pleased. He thanked the little witches like this: "Thank you very much, little witches." Later, when Melissa changed back from being a toadstool, she didn't remember a thing. At last, the crow brought the fifth reply to the little witches. It was a magic postcard from Bridgend. Postcard: "Dear little witches, thank you for your invitation. We'll be there on the stroke of midnight. Tack, Tick and Tock. To Zara, Ziggy and Zoe. Cauldron Cottage, Magic Wood." Chapter 7. Shopping at Wizzo's. On the day before Halloween, the little witches went to the Wizzo's supermarket to buy things for their party. Wizzo's sold everything a witch could want. First, the little witches went by shelves full of things for making spells. Delicious. They stopped to look at some magic books and saw Wizard Wink. Their clever teacher was selling copies of his latest book, Spellbound. The little witches bought a copy. Wizard Wink signed it for them. He wrote inside, "To Zara, Ziggy and Zoe, with best wishes from Wizard Wink." By now, Little Witch's trolley was nearly full, but there was just enough room for some sweets. Suddenly, Zoe gave a shout. "Look out!" 3 large bats zoomed over their heads. "Amazing," said Ziggy. "Let's buy them," said Zoe. But catching them wasn't easy. The little witches raced around, climbing over cauldrons and falling over pumpkins until they caught the bats. Luckily, the bats were so tired after all that flying, they folded their wings and went to sleep. The little witches hurried to the checkout. Then they put the bats into carrying boxes and hurried out with the bags. What a whooping lot of shopping! That night the little witches spent a long time watching the bats. They could do fantastic flying tricks, wing to wing, upside down, and backwards. Later, the little witches counted up all the replies. Max, Mick, Melissa, Baby Dragon, Wizard Wink, Tack, Tick, and Tog 8, said Zoe. And us, said Zara. 11, said Ziggy. Zickery, Zachary, doodle-doo. Chapter 8. Party Night. It was the day of the little witch's party. Zara, Ziggy, and Zoe was busy getting things ready. The calendar on the kitchen was very cheerful. It sang over and over again. The last day of October, October 31. Halloween is here at last, it's time to have some fun. The little witches sang along as they made crazy food for their party. Cookery-book flipped his pages and called out recipes for fudge feet, toothy bites, witchy fingers, monster jellies, bat cakes, beetle burgers. They also put some laughing sweets in the dish. I wish they were real. Ooh-ah. Afterwards, they did the decorations. Ziggy blew up balloons. Zara said the skeleton in a corner. So zangled the spiders in the windows. It looks really spooky, said Zara. I wish it was midnight now, said Zoe. Zara looked outside. It was getting dark. Time for lights, she said. The little witches carefully lit candles inside the pumpkins and hung them outside of the door. 11 o'clock. I know that's right. 1 hour to go before midnight, sang the clock. Have you got everything ready? Everything except us. The little witches dressed up as in their very best Halloween outfits. Just before 12 o'clock, they counted down the seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The clock struck the first stroke of midnight, and everyone arrived on time. Boing. Fast they played Spot the Spook with the ghost of little witches had bought her wizards. Woo-ow! The ghost drifted about, popped up in strange places, grinned ghoulishly, and gave them all a fright until it discovered the laughing sweets. After that, it went ooh-hoo-hoo-ha-ha-ha so loudly everyone knew where it was. Next, Wizard Wink had a surprise. He waved his wand and 3 pairs of silver boots appeared. Try them on, he said to Zara, Ziggy, and Zoe. The little witches pulled them on. Then, poof, puff, ping, brill, wicked, magic. The little witches vanished. Later, when she thought no one was looking, naughty Melissa tried a pair on, but she put the boots on the wrong feet. She grew taller and taller and taller. Help! Cried Melissa. Wizard Wink quickly said some magic words, and Melissa was the right size again. And now it's time to eat, said Zara. She snapped her fingers, and the toothy bites gnashed her teeth. The witchy fingers beckoned spookily. The monster jellies waddled. The fudge feet danced. The beetle buggers scuttled about, and bat cakes flew around the room. Catching and eating them was the best fun of all. When it was time to go home, everyone thanked the little witches for a lovely party. They all agreed it had been the best Halloween party for a long time. That night, 3 tired but happy little witches got ready for bed. Good night, Zara. Good night, Ziggy. Good night, Zoe. Good night, little witches. Good night.